After sleeping an exceptional amount of time and waking up to the sun having risen hours ago, Dr. Ward knows there's still plenty on her plate left to do if she wishes to secure herself for more than just this tiny house. And with that comes skills she must learn. And there's plenty for her to learn left. Welcome back to Project Zomboid, everybody. Sorry it's been a little while since you've seen it. We've got a lot to chat about, as there's a lot happening on the channel that I'm super excited for, and I think all of you are going to be very, very excited for as well. First, though, before we worry about any of that, we should get ourselves a little food in our stomach. It looks like we are over-carrying. This is a problem. I did not realize we were over-carrying, which is bizarre. Why couldn't we click open on there? Anyway, we're just gonna eat all of it. We're very, very hungry, and we'll just kind of throw this out back in the drawer for now. There we go. And I think the axe is probably the other thing. Yeah. There we go. So, let's get back outside. Let's take a look around. It's still raining out, which is surprising. It's been raining for a while, as you can see. We'll check our tomatoes. As you know, we've got a couple new visitors over here. Interesting. As you know, Zomboid came around the time Kenshi ended. Zomboid was always intended to replace Kenshi and it just so happened to have a serendipitous kind of release with one of the biggest updates this game has ever seen. Ones that we've been very, very excited for a while now. And it was a very easy transition as Rust Hilt's 2-season story arc had come to kind of a natural closing point. And I wasn't really sure what the next story in Kenshi was going to be. I didn't know what story I wanted to tell next, and there was a lot that I thought about, but never really felt really great about. And so I said, we're gonna be fine. What we'll do, we'll play Zomboid, and then, if another story comes my way, I'll do more Kenshi, and if it doesn't, then I will not. And I'll just, it was a great story for Rust Hilt. However, recently, I've been messing with some ideas with the story, and I think I came up with a really fun one to tell. And I ran it by Dean, our editor. Hi, Dean. Say hi to everybody. Through text, what. Dean, say hello. Anyway, I ran it by Dean, and without spoiling what the story is, we're both very, very, very excited for it. So that means one of the two regulars, Star Sector and Zomboid, are considered the regulars, the longer running ones out of everything else. These will go, longer episodes and will stick around for a longer period of time, as opposed to the other things that are only around for a few episodes, quick looks, that kind of thing. So I ran it by him. We're both excited for it. And so I think that's the next thing I'm going to do. I'm going to end up replacing Zomboid. We're going to be looking at sunsetting this series soon. We're already in the 50s in terms of episodes, late 40s, 50s, which is way longer than I thought we would last, and especially in this new build on the harder settings. But we did well. Now, granted, the game got patched a lot during our playthrough, and there's in case you're curious what I'm trying to do, by the way, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to work metalworking. I'm not just wandering aimlessly, and I'm looking for cars because I think that's what I want to do. I just realized, though, that's why I kind of turned back and sighed with annoyance. I think I forgot my propane torch, and I don't have a propane tank. So really, wherever we find these cars, I'm gonna have to come back anyway. I just don't really know a faster way of working on metals. The other thing we got to get done too is we got to get our electronics skill done. So maybe that's something we'll look at. We'll be corpse searching for a bit here, looking for electronics to take apart. We'll also go ahead and get ourselves a smoke. It seems our teacher here, or our doctor rather, is getting a bit anxious with everything happening. Anyway, I'm not saying today, I'm not saying tomorrow, I'm not saying next week, but we've accomplished quite a lot, and unless we want to go super far out and start doing mega searches for all kinds of crazy stuff and exploring, we've kind of hit a safety that'll last us quite a long time. I think the thing I really want to try is winter, but we are only just now coming into September, so I don't know how early it starts snowing. I would like to try to get to winter though. That's like my goal right now. And then if we get to winter or we die beforehand, you know, then we can end the story. But right now, just so you know, my tentative goal is surviving winter and seeing how well I do and trying to prep truly for winter. That's why I'm excited for those tomatoes, because the plan is once those tomatoes are done, we're going to throw them in the freezer of our refrigerator. We're going to actually turn the power on for once, and we're going to start having to make regular gas runs to keep it going. And then if we can grow anything else, I'll try. All right, let's just go ahead and pull our knife. I'm trying to get the... There we go. Instant kill. Her whole face got torn up as we ripped the flesh off. Hey, back up. Not worth it. There's so many bodies that I really, really want to... I just want to search. I think we're going to crouch and we're going to move out, and I'm going to just search others. I don't know if the digital watch is actually dismemberable. We're just going to back out. The zombie population has friggin' just repopulated itself. And it's just getting worse. No matter how much we take it apart and dismember the amount of zombies up there, they're gonna keep coming. And now we're starting to get wet. I had to update the game. They might have messed with some of the actual moisture settings. All right, we need to get away from these things. They're being very, very naughty. So we're getting wet here, wet here. We are just sweating, I think. Yeah, we're just sweating. So maybe the rain isn't really doing anything. All right. Why are they so persistent? How are they so persistent? Is it just a clear sight? All right. As I say that, they immediately start forgetting. Oh, the graves. I'm really happy we accomplished that project. Well, unfortunately, that was relatively fruitless. Man, the question is, do I just keep working on building the garage that I want? Do I just say screw it and wooden wall the front? I feel like iron walls at the front are the coolest though. And I'd love to do that. So frustrated with her lack of decision-making skills and overwhelmed with choice. She is, after all, only human. She refers to her library to see what she can learn. Maybe this will give her guidance. And so she pulls a book about electricity for beginners and decides to begin reading that if she's going to truly plan about taking apart all the electronics she doesn't need. It will give her a place to start. There was a time where reading a book and watching the whole day disappear in the blink of an eye brought joy to Laura's life. It was something of a regular occurrence in the weekends for her, tearing book from book, disappearing into worlds for hours at a time, but now the silence is just deafening. But still the day melted away, and she feels all the more learned for it. She did rip through that whole book, the whole day. The whole day. I think we'll go ahead and open some canned soup as celebration. We'll eat the whole, or drink the whole thing rather. Cold soup, the snack, baby. So delicious. What more could anybody ever want? Isn't that satisfying? All right, let's put the saw away. We want the lighter out, and she's already kind of getting a little paranoid. So another one gets lit up. Ooh. It looks like they fixed the movement when you're like eating or drinking. Oh, maybe not. It felt like it for a minute, and then it was like not the case. It's actually only 9 o'clock, and she's still awake. You know what? Let's do a little bit of fighting here. Safe fighting. But fighting nonetheless. We want to craft. We get into our crafting menu. Ooh, yeah. See, I want to start clearing this stuff. So what we want is to craft a spear, which requires a tree branch or a plank and a hunting knife. Well, we definitely have a tree branch up here. And then we can start stabbing through the fences again. I love that that's a thing you can do. And then we can just start stabbing through with, I think, just the spear and call it that, you know? It's super easy to do. Create a spear. I hate when they make that noise. And then we equip with both hands. Now let's see if we can draw them to the fence. He looks like he's bugged out. Yeah, alright. Maybe the fence prevents them from coming this way. It might prevent them. Maybe they can't see me? No, they can definitely see me. Maybe... let's see. Let's do some running by the fence real quick. I want to drag him over. Nope. No interest. Alright, backyard it is then. I just wonder if the AI is like, that's impenetrable. So they just don't even bother walking over to it. Ooh, the tomatoes are red. We might be able to get some tomatoes. Okay, nope. All right then. Well, at least we learned something today. Hopefully that's something that's implemented in the future. I understand that it's probably incredibly low priority, and it would be for me as well. Harvest! Hey, y'all. Okay, now we're gonna have to start worrying. How many tomatoes? 7 out of... If we get 7 from each... Ba-dum-bum. Ba-dum-bum. Farming. And we're gonna get even more. Because we got that farming level up. Bum. Alright, let's bring this in. I'm gonna turn this on. We're gonna have power. For the first time in a long time. There's probably nothing on the TV, but we could turn it on. And we're just gonna freeze these tomatoes. They probably don't give much hunger, but hey, 12 hunger ain't nothing. Okay. I don't think anything's on, but I kind of want to turn the TV on. Laura's own curiosity. She has to know. Nothing. 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 No surprise. Just the emergency broadcast. And nothing more. Now, however, we have noise. This roaring engine. And because of it, it looks as though they've come closer. They don't like that noise. Good. Cleaning house. She's been looking to do this for a little bit. It helps relieve stress, she finds. It has been her life for some time. Now the others. Did they move? No, they kind of just stayed there. I think she's gonna slowly be dragged back here, but that's, for another time. So, before Laura actually go ahead and, grabs any more tomatoes, let's see if we have another farming book to really optimize our experience gain. Expert farming is level 7 to 8. Nope. All right, well, when we eventually get that high, if we live that long, we can read that book for sure. All right, let's go ahead and grab it. It took a long time and it brought us to the brink of September. But we got a whole thing of tomatoes now. But also, now more than ever, our gas matters. And that might be our new short-term goal. So these are all being frozen. Not bad. Not bad at all. And we got a bunch of tomato seeds out of it, which we can just kind of store. All right. We're getting tired, so we don't want to do this now, but I need to see what I've got for empty gas cans, and we got to load up our truck with the empty gas cans that we got for tomorrow. So that way we have our truck all ready to go. I do wonder how dangerous the gas station is going to be. My guess is incredibly. But this is the time to stock. We have 3 already in there, good. Did I not have any more on me? Is that it? No, we've definitely got more, I think, in some containers. I'll check this car as well. Nope. There's the tire in there, which is good to know. Yeah, and I don't mind the sprinting. We're safe relatively considering, and it's good to just keep having her practice and keep the sprinting experience coming into some form or another. The higher you get that, the better you can put distance between yourselves and a horde. Okay, no actual empty gas cans, but a couple of gas cans that are either not low on, but well, some have some fuel used and one had really low fuel. So we're gonna grab both of those. We're gonna top off this thing. I also want to look at the generator very quickly. Oh, look at this. It shows what's eating power. So do I have to turn this off to fuel it then? Add fuel. Why? Hello? Hello? Pull this out of the backpack and see then. Okay, I had to pull it out of the backpack. 100%. Perfect. Turn on. I like that it actually will show me what is using what. So, we're using 0.15 liters an hour. Not even using a liter an hour. I don't know how much it holds. I'm sure the info's there and I just didn't look at it. But that's all I'm saying. So we're gonna put all this in the trunk of the truck, and we're gonna get her to rest. All we want is gas tomorrow. If we can make that trip and not die in the process, I'll call it a success. All right, we've got a trip ahead of us, and it shouldn't be that bad. And Laura's hoping it doesn't take all that much time. If she needs to clear anything, hopefully it's an easy thing to clear. Today, get started with a full meal. The best she can give herself anyway with what food she has. Emptying her pockets of unnecessary weight. Screwdriver. Annotated map. Shovel we're just gonna go and put into the crate over here. Or the box. And off we go. It's time.